flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Johnson, the man in motion right. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller, 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Vick. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close, they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Eric Dickerson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 6. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Randy Moss Buckeyes have opened up a very comfortable lead. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Michael Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Bruce Smith, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To the air, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And they'll send the slot in motion left. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. try again after the sack. Vick finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown! Steve Smith, 26 yards. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Allen. And a pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Dickerson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a give left side. It's Dickerson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other things of that nature to make sure you don't get hit.
Allen slow complete here to Waller. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Allen. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Going to give it up, hammering for the goal. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now problem comes right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they end up running themselves out of time.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
In motion left is Rice. On 2nd and 10, Allen. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. A nice little juke. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll send Rice in motion. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Porter. And a super.
Esto pasa. Free shoes.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Allen off the play fake. That's down the field to Moss, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Randy Moss, 76 yards. And the Raiders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play action. Allen. Open man downfield is Johnson. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. This is Eric Dickerson, four-time rushing champ. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Eric Dickerson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
In motion left is Rice. On play action, Allen. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 68 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, and down he goes. Brought down, a Raider sack. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. Fourth down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion left is Rice. Allen now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he will score. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Back to Dickerson here on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Allen. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. Dancing to his left. That'll be caught by Rice. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Dickerson trying the right side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes it at the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run with Campbell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They go up the middle with Campbell.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
2nd down and goal. Griffin. They go screen. He finds Campbell. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Black Knights are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield, as you mentioned.
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown. Randy Moss, 77 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A wide ball here. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. The 30. 10. 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think I needed an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Griffin. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And a huge play that time. And even 50 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
We are going to the junior as you requested.
They'll try to pound it in with Olstein. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Mike Olstein punching it in from a yard away. And the Black Knights will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. On first down, Allen being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Dickerson on the handoff. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Johnson goes in motion left. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Throwing on first down is Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. The man in motion left here, Johnson. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
A final shot before half for Allen. Buying time to his left. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Great effort by Derwin James on the stop. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sag. Third and long. It's Griffin. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That second down play nets a -4.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
In motion right here comes Johnson. Allen from the gun on third down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. On second down and 4. Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. On third down, they go to Dickerson. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Allen going to go on 4th down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
On the move past the 40. Look at the big fella go. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Running it with Dickerson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Eric Dickerson, an 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
To throw is RG3. He's going to let it fly.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead.
There he goes left side. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Eric Dickerson with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here, because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run now with Dickerson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Call in a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here's Griffin.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to.
What kind of? It's a hoodie. But it doesn't have white. It's all black.
Small.
It's just the same as that.
No.
Yeah. Try it.
For you, this one.
Oh, for you, for work. Because that's what you've been using. That won't even fit me then. What do you fit sister? Randall.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Allen going to go to the air right away. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To the air, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
In motion left is Rice. So after the INT, it's Allen. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Las Vegas. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Johnson goes in motion left. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Allen now looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Three and a half to go, first quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Again, it's Johnson. Touchdown! Calvin Johnson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Snowhawks are on the board first here in Vegas. They're going to try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Nothing fancy there on that two-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And again, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the slot man goes in motion left. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. First down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.